This is Madame Mayhem, and you're watching Brutally Delicious. Hey guys, this is Madame Mayhem, and we are going to be making monster cupcakes for Halloween. Now, we usually make a lot of really good food at my house. My mom is an amazing cook, and she's taught me so many great dishes. But I'm going to be honest, this is not one of them. We are trying this for the first time. Mama taught me, but I'm going to be trying this first time on my own because it's Halloween. And we are going to use the theme for these monster cupcakes as eyeballs because it kind of goes with the music video for Monster, which is the single off the new album Now You Know, which is out now. And it's Halloween, so can't get better than that. And Halloween is also very big sugar time, and I am a sugar addict. So we're going to start with these mini cupcakes. Okay, so you put the little papers inside. Make sure you have another pan underneath. Okay, then what you're going to do, you're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. All right, so while that's happening, you're going to spray this pan with some nonstick, replace them if they go haywire. That's what happens with aerosol cans. But it has a little bit of flour, so make sure it's a baking spray so that nothing sticks. Now, for these cupcakes, you can use whatever type of batter mix you want. Oven is ready. So me, there's a specific kind that I like to use, but if you're brave, you can use your own, make your own out of scratch, or me, I like brands. So, the easiest way to do this is to have the bowl already ready and cut it open so that you don't have flour or whatever. This is cake mix, for example, going all over your house because I'm a spaz, and it tends to happen. So we're gonna rip this a little bit of a hole, and then while it's still inside, we dump it out. Now, you could also add food coloring things to this too, but this type that I bought already has some cool color in it, so we're just gonna leave it as is. All right, throw that out. Now, what we're gonna do is make a little bit of a hole, just so you can see, so that all of the ingredients that go with it to make it can fit. All right, so we got that. Now what you're gonna need, in addition to this obviously, is 3 eggs. You're going to need half a cup of vegetable oil and a full cup of water. I've already measured that out for us. I like to individually break the eggs to make sure that they're all safe and sound and there's no chickens flying out of there. And then you pour it into another bowl. Because that would totally suck if you already have, oh, man down. Oh, this is fun. Anyway, so we're gonna keep going. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're going to pour the eggs into that little hole we made, and the oil, and the water. No specific order necessary, just make sure it's all in there. Delicious. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mix it a tiny bit before we start beating it because we don't want it to start going all over the place with the powder. So now that it looks a little bit like this, if you can see. Now the fun part. Need one of these, a bunch of spoons, and a spoon rest for reasons like that. Now, how we're going to do this is we have to mix it on medium for about 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is start slowly, and we're going to turn it on. All right? And just kind of go with it. No big deal. These are really fun to make. I've made them a few times with my mom, and they're just good. Good old-fashioned fun cupcakes. It's good for kids, good for adults, whatever you want to use, whatever it's for, but for Halloween I think it's really cool. Alright, now we're gonna kick this up a notch. Now you can either move it with your hand, of course, or if you're lazy, you can just keep spinning the bowl. Either way, that'll get the job done. Then you're gonna pause it, and you're just gonna lower it, and lower it, and lower it, and then just turn it off. We're gonna grab one of these pretty babies. You're just gonna make sure all of the batter is not all on the sides and that it's all together. Yeah, these are gonna be cool. I mean, when we shot the music video for Monster, we were able to use really cool contacts that kind of whited out my eyes completely with a really cool glossy glaze. And we're not gonna do that exact effect on these cupcakes, but just to have weird eyeball looking things staring at you in the middle of a party is pretty creepy. So I'm excited for these. Right, now, because it is the magic of television, we are going to place them, ooh, it's hot, hot, inside the oven. Now, you're gonna want these to bake for, I would say, about 19 to 20 minutes. Once you take them out of the oven and they're ready to go, make sure you take them out with your oven mitts. Don't start grabbing at them. Here they are. Now, I have my little friend here. I've had him for years. It's my little toothpick holder. And you're gonna use this, and you're gonna stick it right in there. Whoop! So if there's a lot of pieces like this, a little bit, that means they're not ready yet. So what you're gonna do is carefully put it back in. These are definitely not ready. You don't want any residue on the toothpicks. If it just lightly goes in and out, like that one, then that one's ready. Now, you won't have this issue if you do as I said and not as I did, which is make sure they're all even and they're not too overflowing. While this is baking, because of the magic of television, I made one before we shot. And voila, I didn't burn the house down. So, when you're done with these, what you would do is you take them out. These are already cooled, but make sure you wear those oven mitts, because if you don't, you're gonna be very unhappy. And then you're gonna put it on the cooling rack. Once they're cool, you take them out, like so. And then you bring them to my favorite station of all, the sugary, decoraty mayhem section. So, cupcake down. And I recommend using whatever icing suits your fancy. For me, because of the eyeballs that we're making creepy, and my favorite colors are black and hot pink, so we're gonna do some black. So you just need a little bit, like a dollop of the icing. Not too much. I know I tend to get excited with sugar, but, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it, and from the center, you're gonna kind of move the cupcake one way and move your little spatula the other so that it's as smooth and as straight as possible. Now, once you're doing this and you see you might need a little bit more icing or whatnot, that's fine, but it's better to start with a little bit and then add on so that you're not messing it up. And then the fun part. So I have here some sugar eyeballs. See? Super fun. All you have to do is stick this right in the center, and now there is a weird eye looking at you. And there you go. And that, my friends, is how you make Madame Mayhem monster cupcakes.